Everad Laurence, better known as Everad, of Floravilla Canaries, passed away at his residence on Monday, February 18, 2013, at approximately 11:11 p.m., at the age of 94 years. He was predeceased by his wife, Agnes Laurence, left to mourn his 3 daughters, Mrs. Audrey Johnson residing in St. Croix, Mrs. Jenny Lawrence Volney of Canaries residing in Pi, Laborie, Miss Lane Lawrence residing in Barbados, his 4 sons, Mr. Andrew Hilton residing in St. Thomas, Mr. Milton Henry of Canaries, Mr. James Henry of Canaries, Mr. Victorine Sugar Lawrence residing in Sarot, his 2 sisters, Miss Dorothy Lawrence, better known as Auntie Do, residing in Laborie, Miss Josephine Lawrence, better known as Marcel, residing at Beauséjour, his 4 adopted daughters, Mrs. Selina Dalsaw, residing at Castries, Mrs. Mary Ann George, residing in French Guiana, Mrs. Lucia Monrose, residing in Canaries, Mrs. Agatha Augustus, residing in New York, his 2 adopted sons, Peter Henry, residing in Barbados, Ryan Henry, residing in Cicero, his sons-in-law, Mr. Harris Dalsaw of Bagatelle Castries, Mr. Nazir George of French Guiana, Mr. Josephat Monrose of Canaries, Mr. Nixon Volney of Pi, Laborie, Mr. Rex Johnson residing in St. Croix, his daughters-in-law, Mrs. Marcella Henry of Canaries, who was also his caretaker, Mrs. Odula Lawrence of Sarot, his 20 grandchildren, Mariah Hilton, Kevin Belmar, Sean Hilton, Andre Hilton, and Jenia Hilton, all of the USA, Belgina Lawrence, Kiva Joseph, Kimber Joseph, Nikiana Volney, Nikisha Volney, Blondina Henry, Adassa Henry, VJ Lawrence, Lovely Lawrence, John B. Harry, Cletus B. Harry, Cynthia Bone, Shirley Procope, Joanne Johnson of the USA, Jimmy Johnson of the USA, adopted grandchildren, Hyacinthia Leo and family, Brenda Ferguson and family, Kim Henry and family, Kay Dalsaw and family, Jenny Prosper, Sue Paul and family, Faye Georges Alexander and family, Timothy Georges and family, Michelle Henry of Canaries, Della Marius and family of Babono, Vera Leo and family of Mondador, Kimberly William and family of Mondador, Keisha Pay and family of Sarot, Cyphrin Simmons of the USA, Sion Joseph of Sarot, Mika Joseph of Babono, Lisa residing in the USA, Nikita Wilfred, 20 great-grandchildren, his nieces and nephews, Jude Lawrence, Celie Lawrence, Catherine Hinkson, Joanna Polite, George Polite, Rianne Elizabeth, Andre Henry, Sandra Polite, Cassia Semper, Simon Semper, Bettima Polite, Anne Polite, George Polite, also the Labadie family of Saltibus, Labey, Laborie, and Ancillary, the Smith family of Saltibus and Canaries, the Cadas family of Ancillary and Castries, the Coutez family of Saltibus and Laborie, the entire communities of Canaries and Saltibus, many other relatives and friends too numerous to mention. The funeral service of the late Everad Laurence will be held at the Seventh-day Adventist Church at Canaries on Sunday, March 3rd, 2013 at 3 p.m. Then the body will be laid to rest at the Canaries Cemetery. The body now lies at Rambali's Funeral Parlor, Calvary Road, Castries.